Good morning, everyone. Good afternoon. Here I go again with my morning, afternoon, whatever time it is. I'm always a little bit discombobulated. Today, more than ever. I'm sorry that I'm a little bit late. I had some technical difficulties. My camera would not show up. And I'm still kind of getting settings together. So pardon me while I do that, just to make sure that I've got the right microphone and all that good stuff. Um, and let's see. Okay, so hi, hello, um, welcome. Nothing of mine is really working today. Like my camera wasn't working, my lighting's not working. It's just I feel like just a big kind of mess. But I did get my tattoo refreshed last week, and I guess it was last week, yeah. And so I'm feeling pretty happy about that. Um, I closed on my house on Monday. I am a homeowner. Crazy. So this month is for me. It's already. I'm just insane trying to figure out when I'm going to pack. And also I'm having some improvements made to the townhome before I move in at the end of the month. So it's a little bit of a nutty week. Um, so I appreciate your patience because I'm fairly confident that I will be more scattered than usual. But I am going to try to keep doing the Facebook Lives this month. The last week of the month, I may take that one off so I can, you know, gather myself together to be able to move. So um, I hope that you're well today, this fine Wednesday. It's a gorgeous fall day here in Franklin, Tennessee. Um, and I love the fall so much. And it's sort of appropriate to our topic because we're talking about change, and the fall is the season of change, and it is, as one of my favorite poems says, and I won't say this very well, but um, even the leaves are letting go. Even the trees are letting go their leaves, right? So it is definitely a time of letting go, and it is a time of change. And that's really what we're talking about. And we're talking about being brave in the face of those changes. Um, and the trees have much to teach us because they drop their leaves and they brace for the winds that are coming, right? Um, so that's what we're about today. I need to look for something in my mail so that I can give you some accurate information, because I want to tell you um, about a class that Carrie Tombazian is teaching um, in the fall, which is awesome, and I highly recommend. It's a commercial workshop, and she teaches twice a year, and in the spring she teaches about the audition, and sort of what we need to do to bring our best selves, and how to apply ourselves when we don't have direction, when we have to direct ourselves, and we have to sort of pull all the information that we've learned, into the booth with us to get off a good audition, through the ether. And in the fall, she teaches about the job, being on the job, and how we approach the copy and how we approach that particular piece of our work differently than the audition. So in the spring, it's the audition. In the fall, it's the gig, right? So I want to look at this um, to give you the right dates. And then I'm also going, after we do this live, I'm going to post a link so that you can go and look for yourself, and uh, and see if it's something that you'd like to take. The dates are, is it a Saturday? It's a Saturday. Um, and it's 3 dates: October 29th, November 5th, November 12th. Those are the 3 dates of the workshop. Okay, so it's 3 days, um, 3 Saturdays. $450 per student, and it is from 12 to 3 p.m. each of those days, Pacific time. So it's possible to do in, you can have lunch before if you're Pacific time, and you can have dinner after if you're on the East Coast. And all other time zones, adjust accordingly. But that it's um, I'm not sure how many students she's taking, but it is limited capacity, and I think she's already halfway full. So, um, so I'm going to post that for you, and as you know, as most of you know, I don't. There aren't a lot of teachers that I recommend, and I do recommend Carrie very, very highly because she is, she's a master at interpreting copy. She's been doing voiceover for more than 40 years, and she's still working in every genre, including commercial, promo, affiliate, video games, dubbing. Right? She's the real deal. So I highly recommend. And I actually think that there are some people in this group who've taken from her before and who are taking again. So it's, it, it she's totally worth your time. So I will post that for you. Okay. And let's see. Now, sorry, I'm so scattered. So now let me say hello to you. Okay. Um, let's see. Dashboard settings. Where am I? All right. Mm, there you are. Yvonne, Genevieve, John, Howie. Yeah, you worked with Carrie. Fantastic. Good to know. I thank you guys so much for being here. Truly, I really appreciate it. And I have to admit, I'm a little bit scattered about this topic today, so I'm gonna do my best to stay focused and try to give you something of value. Again, because I'm moving and all of that stuff. Also, my sister is here for a week, and life. So our topic today. Um, wow, I'm such a dork here. Let me get to it. Where are you? It's like this is not behaving. I really dislike when it doesn't behave. I'm trying to find my customary setting, and it's just not giving it to me. Super frustrating. I'm sorry, you guys. I don't mean to be so um, difficult. No? See, that's so crazy. Expand view. So that's it now, I guess. Okay, well, there it is. So we're talking about bravery in the face of change and how to help others, you know? And I'll tell you, it isn't so much how to help others, but it's that we ought to help others in times of change when we are feeling, um, I think change brings with it um, a lot of insecurity and a lot of uncertainty. Obviously, it's inherent, right? And it makes us feel fragile and small and like we can't cope, and um, makes us feel uncertain. And I think when we feel those things, we tend to really work to protect ourselves and to guard ourselves, and to, in those moments, not extend ourselves because it feels like too much, right? We feel like we have to preserve what we've got, right, in order to make it through. And you know what? To a certain degree, that's true. I mean, there is a time to sort of honor those sensibilities, you know. And at the same time, if we sit there long enough, we can end up cutting ourselves off and isolating ourselves, and making ourselves even a little bit more scared and a little bit more timid. And I think that the reaching out piece and the working to help others piece is actually the thing that makes our hearts bigger, makes us realize that we have more than we think we do, that there's enough to go around. In fact, there's an abundance to go around. And And I don't think there's quite any better feeling than knowing that you have assisted someone and helped them with whatever struggle they might be going through, right? And help them to see more in themselves. Um, and that is it is the strange paradox, of that beautiful prayer of Saint Francis, right? It is in giving that we receive. That's just it's like a universal cosmic truth, and it's paradoxical, but it's true. The more we give, the more we realize that we have, and the more then we have to give, and we engender such things then towards us as well. I think um, that's probably another sort of cosmic truth, right? Um, that we bring it back to us. I suppose people talk about that in terms of karma. That's not a language with which I'm very familiar, but I know other people are. Um, so like I want to say, like in practical terms, about how we help each other, if you will, um, and how we extend ourselves to each other. I feel like it's just little things. It's not, we don't necessarily have to do big, giant, you know, stuff that feels like rescuing a person. Do you know what I'm saying? But even, and I'm not, I don't, this is not, I'm not, I'm not trying to like toot my own horn here, but it's a little bit like, Carrie Tombazian and I have this, over the years, we have developed a mutuality about that. And let me tell you, there have been plenty of years where Carrie and I have felt really competitive, like uncomfortably so, like competitive, envious, jealous, all those things that make you feel small. And when you're the one who gets the job, that makes you feel more powerful, better, more talented, all of which is an illusion, right? Neither of those things is true. You're not better just because you got the job. You're not more powerful just because you got the job, you know, um, and you're not less because you didn't get the job, and you're not, you know, do you know what I'm saying? So we have sort of lived through those lies, if you will, and and you know 20 after 20 years of both a professional and personal friendship, we've come out the other side of it and been able to say, that we have just great mutual respect. Well, I don't know what happened there. The live just totally ended. So I don't know if you can make your way back here. I'm hoping that you can. Um, I it's really been a day of technical difficulties, as is clear. Like I just was sitting here and the whole thing dropped out. So I am not gonna, you know, I'm not gonna. I hate the phrase "beat a dead horse." It's so violent. Like, but you know what I mean. I don't want to keep saying the same thing over and over again. So let me just end this here and say that um, that to be able to give from whatever resources you have, whether you have a lot or a little, um, is a good thing. It makes your life better. And anything that makes your life better makes your career better. Um, that's just the truth. And and my my sensibilities about that, are that what we want in voiceover is to have a good life, and that's more important than working every day and having a crappy life. And the more we live, and the more we experience, and the more we engage what it means to be human, the better voice actors we will be. And a part of that is absolutely being brave in the face of change. And again, I would just, I'll post this beautiful poem that I love so much about the fall and about the change, and about how there are seasons in which we must hold on, right? Hold on and wait for spring. And if we can be brave in the face of that and continue to be generous, um, uh, our lives will be better, and even more so, you'll make other people's lives better. And again, that in turn feeds your soul. So I will leave it at that, and hope that you guys manage to get back to this ending. I'm sorry about all the technical difficulties. I hope you have a fantastic week. I will post about Carrie's class, and send me a comment, send me a note. I am always happy to respond, and always, if you have questions about anything, feel free to post them to the group. There's a wealth of information and experience and knowledge in this group, and so if you post something, people will reply and give you what you need. So have a beautiful Wednesday, and I will very likely see you next week. Okay, take care. Mwah. Ciao.